Ricochet.
Trying to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
In the air, right field. Fletcher under this one. And there's one down. Check out the Red Sox lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. That's to third, and that should be extra bases. The throw in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. First pitch just misses.
One ball, no strike.
Man at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball two.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Ripped to short. Lopez tosses to first, and Devers is set down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Out there to center. Robert moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for the Red Sox. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement, so he still has to mix in his other offerings. You can't just rely on that cutter, otherwise hitters will start diving at it.
Kicks and deals.
That's a ball. One ball, two strikes.
Swings and misses. One gone here. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. In the air, left field. O'Neill grabs it on the run. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
2 down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. White Sox come up empty first time around. We'll head to the second from the south side. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That's out to center field. And there's one down. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Wilyer Abreu now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Looked like it was a little bit up. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Jansen back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Jansen, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a two-seamer, and he works in a slider. Righty to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Dude, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And a pitch. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And he deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
You too. Andrew Vaughn now. Strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Here's the 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And up next for Chicago, Gavin Sheets. And a foul ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
All tied up, bottom half of inning number 2. Lined into left center, base hit.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Yoan Moncada, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one lifted to left. O'Neill makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Sox lead 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Cedillo to Rafaela. In now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Right through there for a strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. And that one upstairs. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. The first 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here on the south side, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Next, Stassi comes up to hit. And here it comes. And there's a ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
Just missed. Good hitters count the 2-0. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. Dominic Fletcher up next for the White Sox. Three-2 on the way. And that's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
No outs, runner at first. So up next for Chicago, Dominic Fletcher. Now he steps off, nothing going on at first. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Yeah, that's a little bit high.
1 ball.
1-2 to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him. And 1 away. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Led off the game with a strikeout. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, tag, out at second.
Just a mechanically sound throw right there. Great footwork, good transfer, quick release, all those things that you need to do. You don't have to have the highest velocity, but if you can throw it on the money, you can throw out some fast runners.
Two out, space is empty. Fouled off down the right side. Ball 1 low.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. And another ball.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Righty delivers. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And the righty deals. Pitch misses. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Now into the game, Corey Lee. He takes over behind the plate.
Now, number 26.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Doubled in his first debut.
The left Tyler O'Neill.
Crochet back to work. Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Going 2 now. And a swing and a miss. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 strike.
Center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Trevor Story now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Trevor Story.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Late swing, fouled off. Hit in the air, right field. He's under it. Fletcher pulls it in on the run. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. One hit. Back here on the south side, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Nicky Lopez. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Luis Robert now. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next one just misses. And the count is 1-2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball three. Andrew Benintendi in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. And the right-hander deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right-handed reliever. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced, and this one keeping straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Andrew Benintendi in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss.
No ball. Strike.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the fifth. No. And we're back. Now batting Tristan Casas. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And a swing and a miss. Yeah, I think part of that goes into It's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Out towards right center field, and it drops in.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He didn't exactly connect with this one as he met it out front, but he still put a decent enough swing on it to get it into the outfield. You know, and if you finish the swing and just extend your follow through, you're going to run into knocks just like that. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And now here is Wilyer Abreu.
No ball. One strike.
Two on, one out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he'll two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So first and second with 2 outs. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Just missed. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings. In the air, right field. Fletcher on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. Strands of pair. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now, Andrew Vaughn. The pitch. That clips the corner. And ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Man at second.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Gavin Sheets waiting for a turn at the plate. Got him swinging. Here's the White Sox DH, Gavin Sheets.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Line drive, base hit into the outfield, and the winning run is aboard. In comes the winning run, and the White Sox walk it off for the win.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.